Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm here this morning on our last day in Maui to have a heart-to-heart conversation with anybody that's open and willing to listen to this little message that I have to deliver to you today. I've been thinking a lot lately about, it's been about 5 years since we started our journey of entrepreneurship, 4 years since we've been owning our own business and working from home, and a lot of amazing things have happened. We have 5 kids now. We're able to retire my parents from their full-time jobs 8-9 years early to help us with this business, and they have the freedom to work from and do whatever they want with their lives as well. And it's just extremely I feel like a blessing. And it wasn't always like that. There was a time in my early 20s when I was a drug addict, using cocaine, drinking a lot, and just hanging out with the wrong crowds, and I lived in that lifestyle for a while, and luckily, thanks to some friends that were complete strangers at the time that cared about other people, helped me out of that situation. And as I think about it and have reflected on it this morning, the first person that kind of helped me out of that was a part of the religion that I was born into, and helped me get back a little bit on track. Although I didn't return to church, helped me get back on track. And then, I met my wife, who her family, she was raised the same religion as I was, and we began to straighten up our lives a little bit and started our family. And then it wasn't until 6 years ago in May that a complete neighbor in my neighborhood in Idaho talked to me. Knocked on my door as a complete stranger and said, "Hey, dude, I'm new in the neighborhood. I'm looking to meet some friends. I moved from Utah. I got 3 kids, and it turns out that he had a calling with the church as a ward mission leader, and his job was to help bring people back to church. But he didn't come selling me that, right? He came as a friend, and I could tell that was a genuine approach that he did, and we became friends. He's actually the guy that introduced me to P90X, and got us back, my wife Gabby and I, back to church. And as I've thought and reflected today, and this isn't a speech about religion or that you should go to church or anything like that, but going back to church, and if you're wondering, I'm LDS, I'm a Mormon, but the thing is that when Gabby and I started going back to church, we started reading scripture again. And the scripture involves the 10 Commandments. And I look at the 10 Commandments as core principles and values, along with the other things that we're taught at church, were core principles and values. So as I look at what has helped us become successful in life, and what I see in other people as we've helped mentor other people over the past 5 years, is that if it's just about money or worldly possessions or having a nice car or getting a better dream home that is extravagant and more than you need, or about money or any of those things other than core values, when you're building your business, times will get too hard, things will get too difficult, and people see right through you. But if you base your life on core values and principles, then you're going to be able to attract people into your life, and people are going to see how true and genuine are to what you do. If you don't have core principles and values that guide and direct you and wake you up every single morning, people won't want to associate with you. They're going to see right through that, and they're not going to want to associate with somebody that has no core values, that doesn't stay committed to their commitments and do what they say they're going to do. So it's important that you develop and find what those core values and principles are. And I'm just directly correlating that right now to when did we really start to apply those. And I'm not going to say we're perfect or even near perfect. We still have a ton of flaws, but we're basing our foundation on those core values and those core principles and beliefs, and working towards becoming better each day. And so the message that I want to give to you guys is you've got to look yourself in the mirror. You've got to have that reality check, and I feel I have validation in being able to say this and talk to you guys about this, because for 5 years straight, I've woke up every single morning, looked myself in the mirror and asked, dude, if you can find 8 to 10 to 15 people just like you, you will have a successful business. You will have a successful career as an entrepreneur. And I've been able to look at myself and say, yes, if I find people like that, I will be successful, and this team will be successful. And having those reality checks throughout the journey of if I was not in line with my values and my purpose as a coach, and working as hard as I could, then I knew that I looked at myself, that I knew that if people emulated that and followed that example, that I wouldn't be successful. So I was always able to it's not a straight line, right? But the course correct along the way, being guided by those core values and principles. So that's my message that I want to deliver to you guys this morning. Is I think that a lot of time is when you're looking for what's so-and-so doing that I'm not doing, or why you're not getting big in your business, or why is it not going to that level that you set the goal for, is to always look back and check, are you basing your daily actions on those core values and those core beliefs? And you know, I can look at myself every single day and say, like, I'm working harder than anybody else. I'm in Maui right now working. Yesterday at 4 o'clock, I packed up from the beach at 3. We ate lunch and I was working. I was on a call that I committed to doing at 4 o'clock. And you know, the thing is, I didn't remember it was 4 o'clock because at home it's 8 o'clock. But I looked at my calendar and said, I gotta be there because I've made that commitment to my commitment to my team, to the people. So as you are trying and setting these goals to go after something bigger for your life this year, make sure that you are basing your life and your decisions and your choices not on a monetary goal, not on just some goal of having a fancier car or any of these things, but you have core beliefs and core values that are driving you and for the reasons that you're doing everything that you do in life. And when you do that, you're going to be better directed. So that's my message for you guys this morning. And when you do that, guys, I'm going to promise you, I can't make many promises in life, but I promise you, if you base your decisions off of your core values and beliefs and you develop those, and a great way to start with that is the 10 Commandments. If you base it off of that, and then you ask God and visualize and ask the universe for what you want in life, and then you put in the work, then you're not the one that's going to be making these things happen. It's going to be Him. And it's based on you living those core values and beliefs, visualizing your goals of what you want, and then putting in the work. Because remember, faith without works is dead. So you've got to put the hustle in. You've got to work harder than anybody else. Like, I know that I'm not the smartest. I'm not the most talented, by far not the most talented or smartest person in this company, yet this team has been in the top for 5 years in a row. And it's because I have that core value of I will work harder than anybody else. I will put more effort in than anybody else. So decide what it is that's your core values and your beliefs. And I want you to look at yourself in the mirror every single morning and say, am I doing my best? And if you do that, I know that you're going to be able to take your business to the next level. I love you guys. This can be applied to anything in your life, parenting, at your current job, or as an entrepreneur. If this helps you guys, please feel free to share with somebody that might need to hear this message. I love you guys. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'm excited to bring value to you as much as I can. And Shaka from Hawaii.